how are we, everybody? Again, just want to apologise how late this is. I've just been busy today. Anyway, fixtures are out. Um, George is here with me again. How are you on this fine evening, George?
Good evening to you, mate. I'm very well, thank you. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I am. So obviously the fixtures came out earlier today. So I just want to go over the main games I think of each month. So obviously opening game we've got Leyton Orient, which to be honest, when it first came out, Dad said to me, "Oh, maybe we can get payback to him as last game last season." So Leyton Orient home. To be fair, with the squad we've got, I do hope we challenge for the title this season. And I think with Leyton Orient failing to get promotion via playoffs last season, I think they want to try get promoted, automatically, so they have to go through the playoffs. But again, as in the opener game, it's just a good way to see how the squad gels, and hopefully we pick up the 3 points on that game. And then obviously later on in the month, got Blackpool away. Always a good place to go. Pick up 3 points. I mean, I only picked up 1 point last time with Joe Taylor's amazing goal and Brodie Spencer's goal. And then we've got Doncaster on the 19th at home, newly promoted side, and a little Yorkshire derby there. So again, great game to get at the start of the season. And also another little Yorkshire derby at Barnsley away on the 30th. So we do have a few Yorkshire derbies in there to kick off the season. So yeah, George, what do you think of the first few games in August?
Yeah, as you said, obviously we've got two Yorkshire derbies to look forward to in the start of August.
Yeah,
Obviously Doncaster and Barnsley. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously newly promoted Doncaster would obviously hope to beat us, but
yeah,
obviously with the squad they're getting at the minute, I think they signed Matty Pearson from us. I'm pretty sure. So obviously we'll see how he does as well. But Doncaster could be at least a playoff team for next season. I think they can reach playoffs.
nice. Right, on to September. Obviously, as you can see, the only game I'm going to talk about here, 13th away, Bradford City. West Yorkshire Derby's back. Bradford City away, I'm looking forward to it. They have brought in a few decent signings, but I personally feel our squad is physically better than theirs. So I think on the day at Valley Parade, I think we should be looking to take all 3 points. Again, George, what do you think about the West Yorkshire Derby game?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect the Yorkshire Derby to come any earlier, but I mean, good to get out of the way first.
Yeah,
As you said, Bradford have made a couple of decent signings. I think they'll be lucky to add a bit more. Strengthen the squad up a bit. Obviously, as you said, our squad is far better than theirs at the minute in time. With obviously, you know, our signings, and obviously, probably the announcement of Goodman in the next, I don't know how
hopefully
long,
soon.
but soon hopefully we'll get Goodman. But I think when we get Goodman in, I think we'll kind of have a decent squad heading into the coming season. So
Yeah. So yeah, this is just the only game really to talk about in September. Obviously, we've got Peterborough and Exeter. Hopefully we can get 3 points against them. But yeah, on to October. Right, October. So as we can see on the 11th, we're going away to Luton Town, back at Kenilworth Road. What an away day that'll be. But yeah, Luton Town obviously relegated from the Championship in Premier League a few years ago now. Obviously, clearly declined since then because they've got relegated 2 seasons in a row. Obviously, picked up Joe Taylor from then in the January transfer window last season. So yeah, I mean, it might. I haven't seen many signings they've got, but I think it might be a pretty even game. To be fair, I'd even take a draw maybe, but I'd want the 3 points from Luton, and then on the 25th again, pretty dangerous last season in the fight for promotion again. Missed out in the playoffs. Wycombe Wanderers. We went to theirs last season with 1-0 win via Herbie Kane's monstrous goal, cracking goal to be fair. And then obviously I think we drew at our place 0-0. I could be wrong, but yeah, and then we've also got Stockport, Bolton. Hopefully we can pick up the points there. But yeah, George, what do you think of October's fixtures?
Obviously, just a quick clarification. When Wycombe came to our place, they won 1-0. So
that's on my bad. We won
but
a
yeah, October, it looks decent. Obviously, with Stockport, Luton, going back to Kenilworth Road, going to their back garden. Bolton, obviously, very decent team. Obviously, then Wycombe, obviously, they'll be, I think, obviously, last season's fall off, missing out on the playoff final. I think they want to, I think they want to get back up there again in the coming season and try and get to where they belong, really.
Yeah, and they'll have to make some obviously a replacement because we've nabbed a low off them, so it'll be interesting. Right, let's get on to November's fixtures. Right, November, as you can see, we've got sort of some newly promoted and relegated teams. Obviously, we've got Plymouth on the 8th, and Cardiff on the 15th. Obviously, two long away days. We've got Plymouth at home. We've got them away later on in 2026. Plymouth, obviously relegate from the Championship. I mean, came to that final day for them. But again, I don't think they'll be one of favourites this season. People saying like the likes of Plymouth, Cardiff, and they're going to walk the league. But personally, I think Plymouth is not gonna. Could have a situation like where we finished this season, last season. I just think they're going to have a bit of a fall off, and then hopefully we can pick up the 3 points on during that. Cardiff again, I think it'll be a tough game, but obviously, hopefully we can come out on top. If we don't, recover from it, learn from it, move on to the next, which will be the Mansfield one, which is another away game. Obviously, I think we bet them at their place 2-1, 3-1, something like that. And then we've got Wimbledon on the 29th, recently promoted. I think we get Goodman. Obviously, he played for him last season on loan. I just think Wimbledon, we should be able to beat them, get the 3 points. But yeah, George, what do you think of November?
As you said, obviously we've got obviously newly relegated and promoted teams in that in the month with obviously Plymouth, Cardiff, obviously Wimbledon. We've got them at home, and obviously we've got them on the final day. But yeah, Cardiff obviously. I don't know. I don't really have hopes for them, but obviously they were unlucky to get relegated last season. But obviously they've now got a new head coach. So hopefully they can do a new head coach bounce back. And I think they'll end up being at least mid-table, in my opinion. I think they're like a good mid-table team.
I think they'll get top 6, I think, to be fair, fighting up there. So, on to December around the Christmas period. On to December, and the main thing you could really focus about here, we've got playing Northampton twice. We play them on the 9th and on the 29th. Is what it is. It's the fixtures at the end of the day. But hopefully we can get the 3 points. Their place, our place. Easy like that. Wigan, again, I mean, the best last time we went to theirs, but obviously they're at ours. Hopefully, well, they're at the new Aku Stadium, which, again, I'm not too sure on the name about it, but it is what it is. It's a bit of money in with the club, so can't really complain, really. Rotherham, again, another local derby at their place. Hopefully we can get the win this time rather than getting shafted by a referee, but we don't talk about that. And then obviously recently promoted Darren Moore's Port Vale. Obviously don't really like him as Town fans because he was kind of the main part we got relegated, really. And obviously Jaheim Headley's there. So, I mean, I'd hope for 3 points there just to, shove it in Darren Moore's face, really. But yeah, I mean, December, it's a pretty weak month and it should be just win after win, in my opinion. But yeah, George, what are your takes on December?
Yeah, obviously, again, playing Northampton twice in the space of, 20 days?
Yeah.
And, yeah, obviously, that's how the fixtures really run, really, if I'm being honest with you. Wigan, obviously, their place, again, we lost to them 2-1 at their place last season. Rotherham, obviously, again, at their place, we win against them at the start of last season either.
No.
And obviously, or as we should call him, Darren Ball, because he just played boring football. But obviously, Port Vale is doing quite well, got promoted. And it's a Boxing Day game as well at home, so hopefully a late Christmas present for us, hopefully. And get the 3 points against Darren Ball's team and kind of show him what we're about, really.
Yeah. Right, now we get on to the fixtures in 2026, so let's get to that. Load. Right, January, here we are, and as you can see, we've got 7 games. This is the most games we're playing in a single month this season. Obviously, kicking it off New Year's Day, Lincoln, obviously, with us playing at home on Boxing Day, and obviously now it's expected that we're playing away on New Year's Day. We've got Lincoln, and I mean, we lost at their place again. That was on the bit of a rough patch in last season. So hopefully we can be on track this season, have loads of good form, and hopefully get the win there. Again, Exeter, Stockport, Burton. Again, hopefully we can pick up points there. Then we've got Bradford at home. West Yorkshire Derby comes to the Aku Stadium. It's going to get weird getting used to that. Again, I feel our strong, like I said, our squad is stronger than theirs. If we pick up the 3 points there. Again, Luton come to the Aku. Again, hopefully get the 3 points. It'd be nice if Joe Taylor bags one in. Just would be class. And then again, Peterborough on the 31st. Obviously the transfer window is open this month, so we can maybe getting a couple signings to help strengthen the weaknesses. If we've got any injuries or players not up to standard, and if we need to sell or loan, we'll do that. But yeah, George, what are your takes on this heavy fixtured January?
Yes, it is very heavy fixtured. 7 games. I said Lincoln, yeah, we also did lose to them at their place. As I say, Stockport, Bradford, Luton, and obviously Peterborough, obviously. Very heavy packed out January and New Year and stuff. But let's hope it can obviously, as you said, the January window it opens. Obviously, as you said, if there's any injuries or any concerns, obviously get some more players in. Or as I say, if there's anyone not playing standards, then obviously we can sell them or loan them for the rest of the season. But yeah, hopefully I'm expecting some good football played in the new year. I'm hoping.
Yeah. And I think around this stage of the season, we'll kind of see where everyone's at, really, mid-table, top at table, bottom at table, around this time, November, January, the table, makes its shape. So, right, on to February. Right, On to February, obviously less games because obviously we'll be well over halfway into the season now. Obviously kicking it off with Blackpool at home. Again, I think we should be able to beat them. Same with Stevenage. We've got Doncaster and Barnsley again. The Yorkshire derbies. This time Doncaster away, Barnsley at home. Again, I just feel we've got the squad to beat them. And same with Wigan again. It's really this should be a month full of wins in my opinion. Maybe a few draws, but maybe only one. Maybe I don't know, Barnsley or Blackpool maybe. But again, I just think this month we should be win heavy. And I'd say minimum at least 15, 16, 17 points. But yeah, George, what's your take on February?
Yep. February looks a bit quieter now. Obviously, after with the January fixtures. But obviously Blackpool, obviously, be good to have them at home again. Stevenage away is obviously so went there and won 2-1. Which obviously we had obviously Marshall, the two Lennies, Marshall and Longback score. Donny away, obviously, that'll be good. And Barnsley again, another Yorkshire derby. And then obviously the Latics as well at the end of the month, which hopefully, as you say, hopefully a minimum of around about 15, 17 points at least, hopefully in February. But never know, time can prove us wrong. Never know.
Yeah. I mean, they proved us wrong last season, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right, on to March. Right, here is March, obviously. Again, it's the two relegated teams and another promoted team. So we start off with Rotherham, another, Yorkshire side. Again, I'm hoping we've got the better squad. Beat Port Vale, Darren Moore again. I just want to, prove him wrong that, he's like a League Two manager in my opinion. I don't know why we brought him in when we were in Championship, but hey, Kevin Nagel you've got to learn from his mistakes. Again, Port Vale, we should get 3 points. Lincoln again, 3 points. Plymouth, I think we will have the squad to beat them. Cardiff again, I think they'll be in top 6, so it could be a difficult game. But again, like I say, I probably want about 15 points this month again. Again, with Port Vale, Lincoln, Rotherham, Plymouth, I think they'll have a downfall again, like I say. So should be wins that we're all hoping for, but again, it's Huddersfield Town. You never know what can happen. What do you think of March, George, then?
Obviously March is my birthday month, but at the minute I'm very upset it's my birthday, but hey ho, live with it. But yeah, obviously Rotherham, obviously they're a decent team, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously Darren Moore's back again. Away obviously at Vale Park. Hopefully we can do a double over Darren Moore.
Yeah,
this coming season. Nice. It would be very nice to smudge it all in his face come the end of the season. Plymouth away.
That's a long one, isn't it?
That is a long trip to Devon. Obviously when we were in the Championship, obviously we had them first. But obviously we're good to obviously get that long trip out of the way first beforehand. Obviously Lincoln, again, they're a solid team. Obviously Cardiff. Yeah, as you said, I think Cardiff might maybe just edge it to top 6 by the time we get to March, I think. But obviously with Cardiff, you never know what will happen with Cardiff. But as I say, hopefully, with all wins, hopefully.
Yeah,
but
obviously
it's Town, so.
Yeah. Right. On to the closing stage of the season, we go to April. Here we are, April. This is this will be the closing stage of the season, them final few games, kicking it off with Reading at home. Again, strong win, hopefully, over them. Leyton Orient again at theirs. You know, hopefully we can pick up them points. But I do think they might be in contention for promotion. I'm not too sure. Wickham, again, I think they'll be a strong side. Hopefully we could edge the win there. Bolton, again, very decent side. I mean, when we went to theirs last season, 4-0, JK time, but unfortunately he's not here anymore. And then obviously Mansfield, the final home game of the season. Hopefully we've won the league by then. Let's just say hopefully we've won it by then. If we can lift the trophy that day, happy days. Back to where we belong in Championship. That is the main goal. But again, hopefully Mansfield is a happy day to end the home games of the season. But yeah, again, I'd hope for like all games for a wins really. Pick up the how many points is it? What 18? 8 no. 5 yeah 15 points. But yeah, what are your thoughts of April?
Obviously, yeah, it's the closing stage of the season, as you said. The Reading at home, obviously, I think that'll be a tight game, obviously, back at Logic. So Leighton Orient back at theirs. Obviously, when we played them last season at theirs, we beat them 2-0. Obviously, that was when we had Michael Duff in charge. Wickham, they're a solid team. I think they'll probably edge for playoffs again. I even thought us if they're lucky. But Bolton, obviously away, pretty sure. Also beat them 4-0 last season. Obviously they beat us at home 1-0. But we can go from there. And Mansfield, obviously, it'd be nice to, obviously, like I said, hopefully we can be champions and we can lift that trophy at our place. It'd be nice to obviously have won the title by then. And hopefully, obviously, when we come to the last game, obviously, we can all have a celebration on going into the championship for next season, obviously. So let's hope hopefully we can, fingers crossed, we get that.
Yeah, fingers crossed, everybody. Right, and then we'll go to the very, very empty May. Here we go. It's a very, very empty month. Only one game. Obviously, if we get in the playoffs, obviously they'll get added in. But hopefully we won't have to worry about the playoffs. But yeah, Wimbledon away. I just think if we've got promoted, it's just a very laid back, easy game to be, in my opinion. I think if we beat them at home comfortably, I think it'll be the same away. Again, promoted from League Two. So again, I just think it'll be a win. And even if we win the trophy there, which I don't think we will, I think we should win it before then. Again, I just think it'll just be an easy game. George, what do you think of the very empty May?
Very empty indeed, mate. But yeah, Wimbledon away. Yeah, again, obviously, if we do either, if obviously we get playoffs or we're in that kind of run for that title, obviously we'll probably end up winning it before. But obviously, if we don't, then obviously we can win it at the very end. But yeah, obviously it's a very empty May, as you said. But as long as we get the last 3 points, we can. Obviously, all the games that we have should hopefully all be wins, but obviously we should have draws and losses in there. But yeah, it is going to be hopefully an exciting season ahead. I cannot wait. But yeah, hopefully the Aku Stadium is packed. Hopefully for some of the games. Obviously we've got Leicester City at home in the Carabao Cup first round as well. So obviously, I didn't mention that beforehand. But yeah, obviously, looking forward to it. Obviously, we're not far off now. We're just coming almost in July now, so not far off now until the football's back. Obviously, pre-season is coming Saturday, so
yeah. Right. So I'm very excited for this season. I mean, I think the fixtures we've got. I mean, I think it's very, very good. The layout we've got. obviously we've got that packed month in January, which we'll see how that goes. You know, if we get any injuries or how players are. Again, I'm excited for the season. Hopefully, can make the Aku Stadium a fortress this season. You know, make teams worried and scared coming to our home. You know, defeating team after team. You know, and obviously we got the Carabao Cup fixture with Leicester City. That's at our home as well. So even if we can pick a win against the Premier League side, that'll be nice. If we can get a little cup run as well.
It's technically the Championship side. They got relegated last season.
Oh yeah,
Championship side now. Championship side now, Leicester.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, like I say, I think it's going to be a very exciting season. Pre-season is this Saturday. Obviously, I won't be going, but do check out George's vlog that he'll have up after the game.
First vlog of the season.
Check it, yeah, his first vlog. But yeah, I'm sorry it's not a live. It's just a late one because I've just been out all day. And yeah, thank you for coming into the video. And I'll probably see you for a preview maybe tomorrow night. Anyway, up the town. See you soon.
The town.